Okay. Um, okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. So back to where we stopped. I did promise I was going to make this project offline and then upload it, but then again I realized I need to do things live. But we're gonna mix matches sometimes. Do things offline, also online. So back to where we stopped. So it was complaining about lack of storage, which right, I already fixed that aspect, so you don't need to worry about it from your end. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fix this error right on our screen right here. Okay. So we're going to make a so right now it's complaining about some of these components right here which we need to create, but if I go ahead and uncomment that and just say h1 like hello here, which will be rendered on the home page. Let's refresh this. As you can see right here, we have hello, as you can see right here. So let's reset it. Okay. So the next thing we want to do right now is display what's on the home page. So right here, we're going to make sure this is on the div. So let's give it a class name. Let's give it relative. Let's give also right here we're going to have a section. Let me know if you want me to increase the size of the screen. That would be better. If you want, you can do that. But for now, let's keep on. So we need a section. We need to create this section component, which is this one. So we'll give it a class name. Okay. Flex items to be off center. And then right now we're going to give it a gap of 4, and also we're going to give it margin top and bottom to be 6. Okay, so right now we need to create this section, but before that, as you can see, it's complaining, so let's make it a div. Let's give it a class name. Let's give it a border rounded to be full. Let's give it some border to be neutral 300. Okay. And let's give it in dark mode. Let's give it let me close this sidebar. In dark mode, let's give it a border to be neutral 800. Okay, so down here let's say that it's going to give us an error on our screen right here. So in here we're going to give it a div, as you can see. So it's already complaining because of this section right here. It's a component which we need to create actually. Okay. So down here we need to create this a div actually. So for now, let's go create the components, which are pretty much going to be inside the components folder, and also in that folder we're going to have a section components, right? So in here we have a component right here. In here we're going to create a new file, make it section.csx. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just some sort of animation that we need, right? So here we're going to turn this component to be a use client one, because we don't want it to, we don't want it to have any form of server rendering functionalities, because we're going to be using this pretty much for the animation, and frame motion uses a lot of client-side stuff, so that's why. So here we're going to import the CN. So we're going to import the CN from the lib folder. In case you don't know, CN is basically the the what's it called? Go to the lib folder here, and you can see here is the utils folder. So basically we just importing the CLS from CLS package, and also we're using the types class value, and also we're importing the tailwind merge. So this enables us to write advanced conditions, like styling with tailwind, yes. Okay. So here we're going to type view animation. Like guys, I don't know if I don't like talking while I code, but let me know, okay? I just don't like it. If you want me to explain something, just comment down so I explain, okay? So I'm just gonna code without talking. Components Okay, so here is type of React or React nodes. So basically what we're doing here, we're just giving it the types. Okay. So we're just adding some additional types to this section component. Okay. So the delay right here actually because the animation is going to have a subtle delay, so we don't want the animation to play right away. Like we need to, when we transit into another page, that delay, we want to add that delay. And here for the class name right here, it's used to add like additional it uses this TypeScript component props, to extract exact type. You need like the motion. Before we use motion, we kind of use the motion.div, So we are extracting this from the frame of motion and making sure these types are compatible. Okay, so that's why we're using that's why we are adding this as well. Okay, and here also is the children, because right here from our code right here, as you can see, we let me just, so for it to work, so it's going to encompass this div. So these are the children, so that's why we need to have this children stuff, right? So let me just import it. Okay, okay, I need to export it. I haven't defined anything here. Okay, so here we're going to say export section, children, and as well as the first of all, let me just view animation props. So down here we're going to hello Colbert, hi, welcome to the channel. So right here we are going to return the arrow function. Make sure you drop a comment if it is your first time watching this live, and welcome to the family. So henceforth we're going to be doing live coding. So right here we're going to return a div, right? So right now we can use this anywhere in our page. So let me just import it. As you can see, we can import it like this. So let me just save it, and right here we can use it from emotion actually. So pretty soon you're going to understand how this works. So here we need to so we're going to import the reduce motion from the frame of motion, and here we're going to make sure if it is reduced, then we're going to return the children. Return the children. So down here, so here are the animations we're going to be needing. So we're going to be needing, we're going to need the frame of motion initial. We're going to have blur, and once the page animates in, we're going to make sure the blur is set back to 0, and it's going to come from the top of the screen, from Y direction, and have the opacity of 1. Okay, so right here we're going to have the children render. Okay, so here children, like so, and then this is all complaining because I haven't extracted. Here we have the delay Also here we need to pass the class name. Class name like so. Okay, so we are good to go. Okay, so let's refresh the page. As you can see, if I refresh, you see how this works. So if you want to do page transition, apart from using the view page transition for Next.js and all of that, this is like equivalent, like but a mini version from Motion. So right, that's been said and done. So what we need to continue doing is continue with a div. So right here we're going to have a div. Okay, so right here we're going to have some p tags and also some, just for introduction wise. So okay, I think we're having some issue with this styling. I think we should move it a little bit down. Okay. Okay, there we go. So here we are going to have some articles, and that will be outside these sections. And make sure these articles are like the HTML tags, okay? Then in here you're going to have this section. Section. So right here we're going to render the MDX, and this MDX is a self-closing one. Okay, so right here we're going to pass the code, and then here we're going to make it a page dot body actually. Now there's a problem because we don't have this MDX, so let's comment that one out for now. But actually it needs children. Okay, so let's give it a hello for us for now. Okay. So what we need to do is create the MDX component actually. Okay. MDX.csx. Okay. So right now we want to create the MDX component, how everything works, right? So we're going to need a couple of things. First of all, real quick, I'm just going to like import some of this. Importing this tweet from React Tweet, and also HTML props. These are all types from React. This is an image component from Next.js. Also MDX content from content collections / MDX. So you really need to follow the documentation guide on MDX, in creating this, installing this package, okay? So if you come here, you search for it. I believe the package should be somewhere. Okay, I think this is where you probably need to, you know, have it installed. Okay. Okay. So here. A type of this one. Type of props. Type of props. It's not. It's not. It's not equals to string. Then we have to go. Type error. So basically what we're doing right here is we want to have our own custom link. So we I'm going to put this. So we want to have our custom link. Like in a blog, there are sections where you're going to need the link to be like an internal link and also some that are external. So you don't want all your link to be like actual links. So when they click on it, something, it should be an internal link. So it should write in your own blog, not like extended or going outside of the blog. Okay, so right here is what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so right here we're just trying to check if the type of the href is not a string, that means it's going to throw an error. So overall then we're just going to return a link right here and we're going to pass in the props. Okay, so right here we are importing the link from link, so we need to create a link. Okay, so right here we're going to come here and create a link. Okay, link.csx. Okay, so right here next link. Okay, it's like components props. So I'm going to like import the component props from React. Okay, component props. Let's type link props component. And then here we're going to like pass in this. Okay, so right here we're going to export it. Const link, and then here we're going to have the props, and also we're going to pass it to be like props. Okay, and right here we're going to like pass props. That's href. It's going to return props or href. So here we only just trying to ask if the props or href just starts with this one, or if it starts with that one, then do something. So if it starts with slash, that means it's an internal link, but if it doesn't, that means it's an external link. So starts with okay, so let's on the phone. Okay, so right here we're going to give it a title. Okay, let's link props. So right here, okay. It's supposed to be on the phone. It's supposed to be on the phone. Okay. I think I need to rewrite all of this again. So here we're going to say props. That's sure. Okay. So here we're going to pass the props, the href. So here we're going to okay, so here we're going to okay. Okay, so with that being done, we need to go to the MDX folder. Bad piece of mine. Okay. Type of src is not equals to string. Dot alt is not equals to string. If it is not equals to string, then I have to throw type error. And alt required. Here we're going to return the next image component. So here we already nice suggestion. Okay. So here it's saying type string or number is not essential type number. Essential. Okay. Type string is not type number or define. Okay. Props at alt, width and height. Okay, probably we need to like specify. Let's specify. Give the one to folder. Shut them out. Six, 9, 8, and here we can pass the on-ups and mice property as well. So if the props, if props dot the source does that So I'm teaching you guys advanced stuff right here, okay? So if it starts with this, that means HTTP, like so, that means it will be unoptimized. So it's left for the server to optimize it themselves, okay? Flow hit then. Like it's been long since I type. So I feel so lazy doing this. Neutral. So right here. So if for the Instagram, if we have some Instagram stuff, okay, so do that as well. Let me fill this one. Let me just pass this. This is for Instagram. Okay. So let's share. So we're going to have a couple of H1, H2, H3, H4. So let me just do one. The process is still the same, still look alike. So right here. HTML. What do they call it? HTML. Okay, it's called heading element. HTML prop is not generic. Huh? Don't make an image with this right here. Let's make this 2. So so basically this is the structure to follow. Okay, so here we can just say the children. Okay, so we're going to do the same way, but the only difference is going to be like, you know, the H4, H5, you know, H6. These are going to be pretty much different, okay? So let's put back this. As you can see, just this hash style, everything remains the same, okay? So in here, So here you need to export const mdx. So this mdx has this the code which accepts all the properties of JSX components. Okay, properties. And as contents right here. Alright, so right here we need to import, as you can see, we already have the MDS content right here. And as you can see, accept two props. One is the code and also the properties. Okay, and this accept the JSX elements, so you can basically import, use any components you want inside your JSX if you want to. So in here we already defined few. We have this A tag, we have this image, we have the Instagram, we have the callouts and all of that. So we're going to pass them one after the other. And here the second one, we're going to have the image. Okay guys, life is beautiful. Make sure you are enjoying every bit of it right now, you know. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Life is so beautiful. Okay, all right. Hello Galaxy X. Okay, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Alright, so right now we're going to start using every component we defined. So first of all, you're going to whack your code in here like so, and then here you need to say your components, right? Okay. And right here, as you can see, it automatically have this rest of the stuff, right? So for now, okay, so right here we have a video, right here we have a stocks, here we have a feature. So I'm going to comment these ones out for now because I'm going to create them shortly. But for now, I'm just going to comment this one out, okay? Okay, let me just comment this out, okay? Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. May I ask, what are you accomplishing? I've first of all be getting into coding things and script for various things, and this was on my FYP. Right, Galaxy NYC. So right in this project we are actually trying to build a blog that doesn't run on our database actually. So it's for developers actually. So you don't have to host this what I mean, you don't have to store your content on a database. So this what's it called, these guys over here at content collection, these guys right here. So these guys right here, the ones who build this content collection, actually they are helping with this these steps by which you can create an actual blog without you an advanced blog actually. So you don't have to store your content on a database like probably Convex. So that's exactly what I'm trying to teach you guys. So I'm going to make more different versions of this later on, whereby we can it will be available for both, even if you're a designer, if you're a photographer, you can actually create a blog on your own. So all I'm trying to say, it's possible for you to create this powerful blog and with very powerful features without you storing your content on a database actually. So you can take it out from here. As you can see, they support a lot of powerful tools as well. So that is what I'm teaching you guys how to do on this channel for today. So in upcoming videos, we're going to be doing a lot of advanced stuff. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so right now we've defined few of our components. As you can see, these are the props. Like from here, it says it's accept code and also the properties which can be of type of JSX elements. So we've defined few of them as well, as you can see. So whenever we render these stuffs, you're going to see. Very interesting. I like learning things like this. I want to become a developer, so I'm taking my time learning various topics. Definitely will stay tuned and subscribe. Big shout out to Galaxy ZNYC. Thanks so much. That's what I'm talking about, right? In this channel, we do a lot of amazing stuff. Okay, and I promise you're not gonna be bored. You're not gonna feel lonely. Just make sure. Well, if you do not understand anything, make sure you hit the comment section. Okay, I'll read your comments. Okay, and I'll explain as soon as I can. Okay, a lot of projects coming your way. A lot of projects, guys. Keep the energy pump. Make sure you share this link. Make sure you share our link and make sure this channel go viral. Okay, so we're done with the MDX. So what we need to do is render the whole stuff, this stuff right here. So this is our content. In our context folder, we have our pages. So we want to render this MDX file. As you can see from the documentation, we already defined our schema. So if we go back to the MDX file, and you go to the documentation, you go to the Next.js right here. As you can see, we define our schemas. Okay, right here we did define. If I have any question, I'll definitely ask. Okay, Discord right now, I did have a Discord, but for right now I will share the link probably after this tutorial, so stay tuned. Okay, please don't be mad at me. The Discord was kind of long ago. I created it and I haven't been on Discord for a very, very long while because I've been busy with work. Okay, so please stay with me. Okay. Very bad audio. Marco, sorry. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear me properly. Sorry. So if you, I will share the Discord link shortly after the video. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, I'm so sorry, Marco, if you can't hear me. Audio is not bad. Okay, Marco, so sorry if the audio is bad from your end. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best as possible so I can loud my voice because I don't talk that much, so I try my best to Okay, so let's get back to it. So this is exactly what I was trying to show you guys. So here we're defining a collection, and in this collection we're going to give it a name. Make sure whatever name you decide. So here in this case, in this sample word, let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see. So let me know if this if the screen is too big or probably if it's too small. So here we are defining the name, and the directory right here is saying this directory is going to be a source because these people are using this source. If you want to create Next.js, is this source folder if you want to, or the app directory. So right here you're using the source folder actually here. So and in there they have a folder named post. Okay, so in our case right here, because it says create a content collection.ts file. Okay, so right here, as you can see, we created ours. So you can create as much as content collections file if you want to. You can create as much as possible if you want to. Okay, depending on what area you want to use it for. So right here is a page collection. which this will render everything in our everything we put in these pages. Okay, so as you can see, I name it here to be pages. Okay, so the directory is going to be content, which I did name it to be content. Okay, and here I'm including inside this page, right inside this page, everything that has the .mdx file. That's what I'm including. Okay, if I come here and add a different file name, sorry, my bad, let me close, let me come back here. So if I come here to add inside this page, if I add anything like a new file and say like blah 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 dot maybe d, okay, let's use this, let's use something like this. Okay, it's not going to pick this one, it's not going to pick this one, okay, because we have specifically told it to pick up everything with the that ends with the mdx. Okay, so that is what exactly was going to pick. So right here I'm just going to delete this one, we don't need it. Move to recycle. So right, and here is going to be the schema, what we need to expect from this mdx file. As you can see right here, the schema right here, we're using Zod actually. So we're going to say the title is going to have a title, also we're going to have a summary, which in their case they did have a title and summary, as you can see. So here having title and summary. So in our case we're going to have a title and a description, and in here in our mdx file is going to have title, also a description. Okay, in each and every one of them is going to end up having a title and description. Okay, so that is that for that. So let me close this mdx. Okay, so close the link. Okay, so right here is where you can use it. So all you need to do is import all posts from content collection. Very simple as that. Okay, yo, make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay, and let me know where you guys are watching from. Okay, whoa, okay, what we need to do is render this whole damn thing, right? So here I'm just going to call this and comment this one. Remember, this is a component, so it's going to be a component like it's missing the children, which actually is going to, even if you impute it, it's going to accept it. So here we're going to import this mdx component which we just created. Okay, why is it complaining? So it's a self-closing one. Actually it's giving error because page, why is this giving why is it complaining? Okay, page is possibly undefined, which is not nice. Actually we already dealt with this. If there's no page here, so for it to say this, there's a problem. If there is no page, this is bad. So probably it's just kind of asking for this. So let me open my page and go back to this. String modifier is not allowed to type string. Okay. Okay, it kind of render. So it did render actually, which this is of course. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys to see. Okay. So right here, it's kind of still amazes me that this is saying it might be possibly undefined, and right here I already made that check. If it's not defined through this area, okay, so what is it? Okay, my bad. Kind of I should have, like, come down here and do that. First of all, I could have done that there and also do that here. Okay. Okay, so here we're trying to, like, stop the whole process. If it's not going to be available, then just stop it right there. Okay. Okay, as you can see, so right here we are rendering this component actually, which is this one. Let me know, guys, if this is still not zooming out. Let me know. So as you can see, this is our home.mdx and everything in here. Voila, you can see, right? So you can write directly your mdx right here, okay, and it will render so flawlessly. So right here we are using some sort of link, as you can see. That is why we made use of we created our own custom link component. So right here we are using this HTTP, which is an external link. So if I click on this page, it's going to direct me to external sites, okay? And if I use, okay, I'm going to show you guys where I use an internal link, okay? All right, so right here we can close that one off. Okay, so we are done with that aspect. So next we are going to, like, we need the header, so we can, we need the header component, okay? So we can navigate left, right, so let's go back to the layout, okay? Let's go back to the layout. So right here, where is it? So here we're going to increment the navigation, of course. Because we're going to be creating this navigation. So let's create a navigation. My bad. Come back here, components here, create a navigation .csx. So right here is a navigation. So we know for sure in navigation we're going to have some clicks, right? So we're going to make sure we turn this to a client component, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is let's create some navs, const links. So this is going to be our home, and the label should be make sure you do that. And also we're going to ask we want to know if this label if this is active, because we want to add some sort of style, okay? So it's going to take in, like, it's going to be a function, okay, that was going to return if right here we're going to use the path name. This will be a type of string, okay? The path name, so make sure it imports this path name. So here it's going to return this. Okay, so here you're going to have about, so right here we're going to have a label of about. Then act. So right here we're going to say if the part name does start, so it's if it starts with it, that means it's that means we're on the about page. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this. So here we're going to make sure here is on the work, and also the display name should be work. And here we're going to say if it starts with work, if we're on the work route actually, so that's what it means. Okay, so duplicate this one more time, and here if here project, and here, so here should be projects. So here if it starts with projects, so guys, let me know if you want me to like have you know, webcam, you know, as I code, you guys can see me. Let me know that as well. Okay, that'll be fun. Okay, here block. Block. Okay, so the last one is just going to be for contacts. Right, so here we're going to have the contact one. Also right here we're going to say contact. So these are just the display names. Okay, so right here we're going to say contact. Okay, yeah, so we're done with if you want to, you can like define the types, like type nav, type. Okay, like so you can specifically just make it I think this should be like is it links is declared by its values never used. Okay, okay, it's complaining like it's never been used. That's still okay, that's fine. So right here we're going to export const navigation. So right here it's going to say, and here we're going to like use a part name, use part name like say. Okay, so we're actually going to like return this, and let's use the nav, right? And string level string like the partner is mostly for links level string the partner arrays it's mostly for purpose link, right? I don't this is completely okay. It's missing the problem type active. This value is not value. So let me use it first, so I will know if that is the reason why this is happening. So okay, so here we're going to have a local time because we want people to come to our blog and have time, you know, they can be looking at the time on their, you know, not the time read, but it's just, you know, basic actual time. Okay, so right here, let's give it a class name. Let's give flares a gap of 4. Okay. So here we're going to set the length. Wait, hala. Is this like a planning? Okay. I don't know why this is. I don't know why this is happening. Let me just try to. Okay, so now, but type the way type okay. Okay, I think I know why this is happening. Okay. So that's exactly why I forgot to, you know, add it. Of course, it's an array of items, so I should have, you know, TypeScript's going to be annoying. So you need to do that for it to work, okay? And right here, so we can properly get the types, okay? Okay. So we need to, like, you know, the structure, all the other stuff, right? So okay. In the sunshine when she go. Okay. So right here, why is this href label unactive? No values active. Either declare one. Okay, we're going to fix that. Adjust the structure one level. That's wise. key, we can use anything for the key. We can use href as well, and also we can use the I mean this one from that one from the one way the let me say so here we need to like label. So we need to import this here from the lib. So here we're going to pass the active function that takes in the path name parameter. Here is going to ask if it's active. If it's active, then we're going to use this text primarily, or else we're going to use this. Okay, so let's go back here and I'll comment this. Because this is where we're going to be using it, okay? So yeah, we have it here. Okay, my bad. Okay, so let's refresh. So as you can see, we have our navbar right here. If I go on full mode, you can see we've got a navbar right here. Okay. Alright, so the navbar is settled. The next thing we need to make sure we have is this local time right here, because I like people to, when they visit my blog, to have a, should keep watch of the time, especially if they are from a certain country, okay? So what we need to do is create the local time component, okay? Okay, so right here. So right here, obviously, this is going to be our use clients component as well. Okay. So I'm going to need some couple of stuff, right? So I'm going to need this. So you see, make sure go to your package. In case you missed that, so go to your package as JSON. Make sure you have the next thing installed. This one. Make sure you have it installed, and make sure you have a picker, emoji picker. This one and this one as well. Make sure you have them installed. Okay. Okay. So here we're going to call the new date. And it's like a tricky thing right now. How do I want to approach this? So I probably don't want I want to have emojis as well as my time, okay? How do I go about it? Okay, so okay. Hello? Hello. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I probably need to like do it to be like mounted because of this hydration warning sometimes, so you need to make sure it's on you don't need to be having that error of hydration sometimes. So here you say set mounted and mounted, so here we're going to use mounted. Okay, use state, use state like so, and make sure the first one you give it to be false, and make sure for TypeScript shit, make sure you make it to be Boolean like so. I think this one should be like dates kind of stuff, yeah. And here also we have the emoji, because we're gonna be using emoji like I showed you guys from earlier. Like if you watch the previous intros, you're going to see I did some emojis stuff. Okay, here you use set emoji, and you're going to use the use states just so we can have some visual representation. Okay, so come on AI, I need to stop doing this stuff. Okay, you're confusing me. So here we're going to use like no, not that. You see what I'm saying? Like so. So here we're going to use open and set open, and here we say use state, and here we're going to have the false as well. And here we're going to make sure you use Boolean as well. Okay, so here we need to do the theme. Set theme. Use theme like so, the one we imported. Make sure you import use theme for next themes, okay. So if we go to what's it called? We've got this package named the emoji React. Let me go to basically it's just a way for you to render emojis from your blog. You know, I just want to use this like when people visit my blog and you know, they might see the emoji probably in my current state. Probably I'm sleepy, and I might just set the emoji to sleeping, you know. But when I'm walking, you know, they don't know that I'm busy. So So this is what you do: import the data for emerging maths data, and import the picker from, you know, then you render the component like so, and then you pass in the data. The data basically just means whatever functions or whatever you the emoji component enters, and this is when you select an emoji. Okay, so let's go back. Here we're just going to like return, and here we're going to have a div. Give it a class name, give it a fix. I want it to be at the bottom, actually, at the bottom of the page and at the left side. Okay, and let's give it the index of probably 10. And here we're going to render the picker. Remember, this is the picker, so it's a self-closing component as well. So in here we're going to, the data is going to be of data. Okay, you know, remember this data here. Okay, and I want to set the icon type to be, you know, the icon type can be of type Apple, it can be of type of Android. Okay, I already closed it, but you can basically choose the icon type here. Okay, and the icons, actually this shows if the icon is it changes the icon type. Okay, like if it's on the light mode, it changes. If it's on the dark mode as well, it changes the theme. Okay, it changes the theme of the icons. Okay, so here if the what am I doing? Say dark. So here dark. That's why I don't like talking while I code. Okay, so I'm just gonna like keep quiet first and go ahead some time. Thing equals the dark, make it dark, also make it light. Wait a minute, why is it complaining? Make it dark, else why is it complaining? Expected. Why is it saying expected? Okay. On images, select, as you can see right from the doc. The last time I did select the image. So it's going to take a callback function actually. So here we're going to set the select to be of type any for now. native, exactly. So native, excellent. So we're going to set this in our local storage. So it persists, okay? Local storage just sets our item. So we're going to set the item set it, but we don't need this emoji select of native. Okay. My bad. I think this, oh gosh, this should be a function, okay? Because I want to have my own word emoji. Word emo. Like so. So let's just wrap all of this and this function, like so. Wait a minute. Okay, I forgot to return it this way. Like so. So I don't know, it's not there. Okay. Let's just return native. Items will be center. So the items should be center, and let's have a gap. Let's have a gap of x to the 1. So here render the emoji. for visual representation. So here, if it is open, then render my save image call out save image function, or just render all. So so we want to create our time. Let me say criminal. So we should be able to see something, but for now, let's just render this some time. Let me come here. Alright, so we have our okay. As you can see, we have our mode right here. So if I click on it, as you can see, see we have all of this. Let's refresh this. As you can see, we are having this component right here, which right now it didn't show properly. Okay, so what we're going to do, probably there's a problem. Let's go back to the local time and let's go back to the on images, select the data Apple, and I don't know why this is sorry. Okay, on emoji and images, select, this is capital letter. So click on there. Okay, so the set right here should be capital letter. So let's try that again. So we have our images right here. And as you can see, look at the time. If I change this if I change this to US, something that would be different. And if I change the time zone as well, it's a bit different. Okay, so right here you can choose whatever you like. As you can see, I can close it, I can refresh it, and see it. Let me see. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's not. It's kind of not being persist. So what we need to do is when this page mounts, we need to get the emoji from our local storage. Okay. So let me close this one. Exactly. Use effect. Concept. Local. Let's get this. The get item exactly. So we're going to get the from the local storage. So if we have something, if we have an emoji from the local storage, then we want to, like, set it to be the actual thing we got from our local storage. Okay, and this one, no, set method to be true. No. So if I come here, as you can see, by itself it recognizes this was the last thing I selected, and if I should click here and I refresh, it's going to go to the local storage and say, okay, this one was selected, and it's going to, like, proceed. So let me go to my inspect. And if you come to memory, I think. Okay, so here we have, as you can see, I have my images right here. This was the last one. If I come here and I choose something else, choices. Oh, I should know working. I need to see this. Okay, probably it's been showing, but okay, let me just pick one of these. This. Okay, so inspect again. As you can see. Okay. Okay, so dots works, and yeah, so right now we have to get rid of that warning. This hydration, this one is kind of, this one we need to get rid of this. So and hydration, because this error is kind of annoying. So let's just close this one. Effects. So it's mounted to be sure. So let's fix this error. So right here, if it is not mounted, let's just return null. Okay, let's just return null if it's not mounted. So as you can see that hydration warning is all gone. Okay, even if I refresh, it's all gone. Okay. Okay, so for the time, as you can see, it's kind of like static. It's not like counting like it should. So we want to make sure that counts as well. So we want to make sure it keep updating. Const time. Yeah, time. And then here we need to set timeout. Not timeout, like so, please. Okay, so in every milliseconds, okay, so as you can see right now, as you can see, it's updating. Okay. So I just want to be done with this. On the next, on the next part, we're going to work on the about page because it's quite late from where I'm recording from. So I hope to see you guys on the next one. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay.